He did text me just before we stepped out and said he's watching live from wherever he is. So I want to take a moment to acknowledge his service and ask for an enormous round of applause for a great judge. Judge Metcalf was extremely helpful and remains supportive of soon-to-be Judge Kirwan, and I appreciate his assistance with what should be a seamless transition these last few weeks. You know, selecting a judge to preside over your hometown is not a decision I ever thought would be mine to make. I thought about the needs of the community, some of the challenges we face, some of the difficulties city government currently has in many different respects, and most importantly, I considered the traits of someone who I thought the community would want on the bench, as this position is typically subject to an election. Someone with a calm but strong demeanor, who can be objective and consistent but holds people accountable for their actions, being firm but fair. As I thought of a short list of local attorneys to consider, there was one name in particular I just couldn't get past. I had met Mr. Kirwan in passing a few times at various events involving Little League or the St. Patrick's Day Parade and many other functions, but we always had crowds around us in these chaotic situations, so I never really got time to know him. But I was struck by how, even during those busy moments, organizing that Little League parade with hundreds of kids running around or at large gatherings at the Hibernians, by how he treated people. He was calm, he was commanding, but polite, friendly, respectful, and present enough to manage the situation and perhaps most importantly, keep order. I thought that he'd be the perfect fit. And as it turns out, he happened to be interested in the job. Tim Kirwan's an active member in the Oswego community, currently serving as the president of Oswego Little League, although I think that has to change eventually, and served as a former president of the Ancient Order of Hibernians from 2007 to 2018. In addition, he regularly coaches Little League teams, Oswego youth basketball teams, and is a lifetime Central New York resident, attending high school in Cicero, North Syracuse. He attends Christ the Good Shepherd Parish at St. Joe's and lives in the city of Oswego with his wife Karen and 3 children, Tara, Timmy, and Tommy. He started his law career with Reynolds Law Firm in 1997, handling mostly criminal, civil, and family law cases. In 1998, he moved to Shanley Law Office, then formed the partnership of Rodak and Kirwan Law Firm in 2006. In 2016, Kirwan then started his own practice known as Kirwan Law Office on West 2nd Street in Oswego. Throughout his career, he continued to focus mostly on criminal, civil, and family law cases. He has been involved in many trials, including even a murder trial. Kirwan attended Hobart College, double majoring in mathematics and economics, and attended law school at the University of Detroit, Mercy Law School. His education and professional resume speaks for itself. His reputation among his local colleagues in the Oswego community is absolute, and I know Greg Gilbert.
Ready to do this?
Yes, sir.
All right. Repeat after me. I, Timothy Kirwan, do solemnly swear
I, Timothy Kirwan, do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
that I will support the Constitution of the United States of America,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Charter of the City of Oswego, New York,
and the Charter of the City of Oswego, New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of City Court Judge
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties of the City Court Judge
in and for the City of Oswego, New York,
in and for the City of Oswego, New York,
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
according to the best of my ability, so help me God.
Congratulations and welcome on behalf of Judge Murphy and the 5th Judicial District.
So now it is, for the first time, I can now introduce the new Oswego City Court Judge, the Honorable Tim Kirwan.
Debbie, you want me to go here? Apparently now I have to say something, so sorry, but I'll do my best. I just have to first say, what a crowd. It's incredible. Somebody asked me that was coming here, I think it might have been my brother, how many people do you think are going to be there? I said, I don't know, 20 maybe. I'm certainly sure there's a heck of a lot more than 20 people here. So I thank you all for coming. Each and every one of you means something to me, obviously, and the ones that I are getting to know, obviously, I look forward to that. I just would like to thank Mayor Barlow for this opportunity. As he indicated, it doesn't happen that often, and the trust that he's placed in me is absolutely incredible, and I just thank him for that. So none of this would be possible without my family. I have my mom, Earl, my wife, Karen, Tommy, Tara, my son, Timmy, who hopefully is watching this in Massachusetts at school at Endicott, and just taking a quick little break from his studies for finals, I hope. I have my brother, Terry, who's been a mentor, a confidant, and a best friend my whole life. And I thank you for all you've done for me, Terry. My sister, Debbie, similarly, she's been a great sister, and thank you for being here. My sister, Cindy, is not unable to be here because she's in Virginia, but I'm certain, and my family is certain, that she's in Virginia crying happy tears right now. It's incredible to look around and see judges, past judges, attorneys, assistant district attorneys, friends from all walks of life. It's just heartwarming, and I just have to say that. Thank you so much. It really means so much to me to see everybody here. To my soon-to-be team over at City Court, I look forward to being a part of that team and being a part of the best team in the district. To Michelle, my secretary, she's right there waving. I'm sorry to leave. Sorry to leave you. It's been a great 6 years. I think it's been 6+ years. And I appreciate everything you've done for me. And I can't thank you enough. To Amanda. Part of the toughest part of this decision was my associate Amanda, that a lot of you probably know. Amanda, you're a rock star. You're going to be successful in whatever you choose to do. And I couldn't be prouder of you. I could not be prouder of the person that you are, the attorney that you are, and the friend that you are. I look forward to those days where you just come in the conference room and sit down and we just talk about whatever. It's just amazing. And I look forward to those lunches that typically happen every day, Monday through Friday. And they better not end. Thank you for being you. A friend of mine once said, probably 10, 15 years ago, there's an opening, why don't you run for this? Why don't you run for this? I said, I'm just not interested in doing that. And he said, why not? I said, that's not something that I'm interested in. He said, would you be interested in anything? I said, I'd be interested in city court, but there's actually a guy there right now that does a great job, and I respect immensely, so I don't think it's ever going to happen. And for this to come full circle and happen is incredible. When he asked me why I would be interested in the city court thing, I said it's a court that I practice in basically weekly for now part of 26 years, 26+ years. And it's a way to serve the city of Oswego, the place where I choose to live, place that I chose to raise my family, place that I choose to have my kids go to school and stay going to school there. So that's the reason in a nutshell there. But I thank each and every one of you for being here in my new chapter in life. Each of you holds a special part in my heart, and I thank you all for being here.
as Judge Kirwan said, I think it really speaks volume to his character and reputation to see not only the list of judges that I rattled off earlier, but I see many local attorneys in the crowd, and I think that speaks to just how highly your colleagues think of you, Judge. So congratulations on that. I did make one mistake. I was in my office just before we walked out with Judge Gilbert, now Judge Kirwan, and Jim Clunan, and I asked Jimmy politely to just make sure I didn't forget any judges because he knows them all. Here's the only problem is I forgot him on my list, and I really do not want jury duty. So Jim Clunan, Commissioner of Jurors, thank you for being here, Jim. Round of applause for Jim. And he was instrumental in helping with the transition, making sure Judge Kirwan met Judge Murphy and Judge Gilbert and arranging the whole thing. So thank you again, Jim. With that, there's a oath of office book right over there that I finally found, and I'll give you this pen. I'd like to thank everybody once again for coming. Tim told me, or Judge, excuse me, told me, make it short and sweet, plus he's got a confirmation to get to. So thank you very much for coming. Thanks for stopping at City Hall. He's going to sign the oath, and there's no turning back. Thank you.
You gonna show me where?
There's a sticker.
Do I really sign or?